part of the challenge for me is also then sharing with the community that when we talk about formative versus summative, it might just be my definition of it. So I see also summative as evaluating then this conditional changes that occurs within our organization.
Yes.
Versus if we're looking at formative, then these are, again, I think you used the term, there were the two types of measures that you indicated earlier, and it's skipping me now, I apologize. I'm just trying to develop what that evaluative map would look like between formative and summative, and I don't have that in my head right now. Is there a literature that you can share or lead me to?
Absolutely. Why don't we chat after this meeting,
okay.
And we will point you in that direction, and I'm going to ask you to call Jordan to provide you with that literature. We also have another question through chat, and the question was, could you give some examples of how to increase in-class retention? And there are a number of them, but one of the things that we know is when we take a look at retention numbers, we find that they vary by course. So for example, students entering course A, there may be 70% of them, or let's say 50% that have made it through the end, and then another this instructor of the same course, it's 90%. So the question is, what's happening here? So one of the things that we learn, and some of this data comes from CSE, the Community College Survey of Student Engagement, is that when an environment is built around active and collaborative learning, you may have heard of the flipped classroom, where students are not just listening to a lecture day in, day out, but rather are engaged in their learning by